Okay. Hey y'all. It is Reality Krista Marie with Listen to me, always messing that up. Reality with Krista Marie. This is my Seeking Sister Wife live reactions. Don't have my phone. My phone took a dive into the pool, so I'm doing this through a laptop. And I usually would have my phone so I could see how everything is going. And if you guys can hear me okay. So, again, I'm going to just try this. This is Seeking Sister Wife. Again, I'm live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and then I'll be on TikTok and Reddit. So guys, if you like, comment, subscribe. If you're not on YouTube, hop over, subscribe, share. Feel free to jump in the comments. I don't know who's watched this episode. This is the episode from this week. And again, this is Seeking Sister Wife, but this is my live reactions to these fools. Okay.
Is that she hasn't been in a polygamous relationship before, and when Tasha and I had done that before, it didn't work out.
The Jones family, so it's Tasha and Sidian.
I recently came to the Philippines, and meeting Ariel in person, we hit it off. You got it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Tonight for Ariel, I set up a campfire on the beach side. I feel really good about how things are progressing. Everything that I've been looking for is there. I'm hoping that things develop to the point that she becomes an actual sister wife.
Things are definitely going well with everything that with all the fun activities that we did today. I would be happy to continue being intimate with Sidian.
Okay.
Fire's going good.
Yeah. Very good.
It's very happy. A little too happy.
Potential wife number 2.
Hold on a second. Hey, Tosh.
Hi, honey. Wish you were here.
Oh, thank you.
Can you see the ocean behind me?
Oh, it's so beautiful there. The sun is setting. I'm glad you guys get alone time together. I think this is the longest we've probably been apart in a very long time. And so it sounds selfish of me because I know, Ariel, you waited a very long time.
No, that's okay. It's okay to feel lonely.
He's definitely one of the baby
It's been a while, so I feel a little lonely.
Aww. That's okay. He'll be there soon.
I'll be there in just a few days, really.
I love her and I don't want her sad. That's the last thing I want. It's like I feel that I kind of stole Sidian away from her for a few days, and that makes me feel bad.
You know, you're for us. You're still part of this. This trip. I mean.
Oh, I know. It's just, I think it's just harder without you here.
I'll be home very soon.
Hey,
You guys feel like you're bonding?
Renee's at work.
Yeah.
Seeking Sister Wife.
Ariel and I are having a fantastic time.
Yeah.
We both feel like it couldn't really be better.
Can you hear the TV okay, Renee?
It's really exceeded all of our expectations.
We're having a great time here. Sidian's really funny. He makes me laugh.
I make her laugh all the time.
One question I have, because it might be a little awkward.
Yeah. A little?
I just wanted to know if you guys, like, have been intimate yet. Like, is that something
You want all the juicy details?
No, I don't want all the juicy details. No, I don't.
Answer that. I'll let you answer
Not
that.
with these two.
Here, let me just pass that off.
No. I'll let you answer that.
Oh, okay, I'm supposed to answer that. Yes, we have, and what do you want to know about it?
I just wanted to know if you guys were like, I don't know, at that comfort level.
Oh, God. I get anxiety, man.
I
can't even think about it.
Spoke with
Even though she knows it's going to happen.
and let her know that I was comfortable with it.
It's kind of weird to share with Tasha that we've been intimate, but because she makes sure that I'm okay with everything, I feel comfortable talking about different stuff.
I don't.
I hope you know that we will always consider your feelings in this relationship, and that we will always ask for your consent. We'll make sure you're okay with everything.
Will you?
You're the best.
You are the best.
You believe that?
We'll do the same for you.
Well, I hope you're feeling better, and
Yeah. Let's be
we're just
sister
having
wives
an
tonight. What do you
amazing
think?
time.
I feel a lot
But
better talking to you both.
good, and we'll do another call soon.
I know. Don't ask me who
Tasha
our husband
felt
would be.
lonely.
I don't know. We'd have to like take turns, but no.
Which
It's
I feel really bad about. It's one of the challenges that comes along with the lifestyle. I kind of wish I could just be like two people and be able to be with both of them at once. Well, good night, hon. I love you.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
The worst part about this, guys, is me trying to sit still.
Thank you.
See you then. Being out here in paradise with Ariel, Tasha being home alone and feeling lonely, it feels pretty bad. I just wanted to console her and let her know that she's on my mind all the time. Check out the sunset. Well, I guess it's not much of a sunset, but it's still pretty cool.
The sunset's over. First
I
wife
hope over the next couple days, the few days that I get with her, that we can just solidify this bond that we already have going.
That's what happens when you
And
have
that hopefully nothing comes up that puts a rift between the two of us.
Where's my favorite couple? Oh, my not favorite couple. Sweaty.
Thank you.
Cal. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh my
Sam
God.
wanted to have a conversation with me, so
Check
we
her
decided to
Instagram.
meet up for some coffee.
Literally, I'm watching Sister Wife. I had to do this at the last minute. I told you my freaking phone took the crap in the pool. But I just started it. If you want to go throw it on, I'll wait. I'm literally on the first episode. I mean, the first, segment.
I'm excited about that because we don't really get
It's
much time to just talk the two of us.
This is the sweaty over here. This
So
is
how are you doing
American.
today?
We can do Platteville in the morning, though.
Good.
Yeah. Just the two of us?
Yeah. You're still sleeping when I'm drinking my coffee. Yeah. You guys are leaving soon to go to Brazil, huh?
We're leaving Saturday.
Saturday.
I am apprehensive about our upcoming trip to Brazil for quite a few reasons. It's been so long since we've seen Roberta, and I feel like there's a lot of tough conversations that we need to have, but it's not just going to be like...
You're sending her money, and she's not
Best
coming
case
here?
outcomes of this trip, Bert comes home with us, or she at least books a ticket, and we have a guarantee of when she's coming.
Yeah, because that's what you want, Danielle.
Worst case outcome is...
She used you for your money.
She says she doesn't want to come.
And you're out on your money. And your husband screwed her for no reason.
I'm worried how it's going to go because Garrick and I have asked her a few times about booking a ticket. She still hasn't opened it up and said yeah, I'll come next week or I'll come this day, and it's just wears on Garrick and I. So I guess I'm worried going out there how it's going to be if she's
Leaves
gonna,
up.
actually commit.
It makes me wonder if she is
Is the
nervous
brother
about
and
coming
Danielle.
and might not be sure if she wants to come, if she's pushing it that far,
She doesn't want to come.
Yeah, and she's had her doubts and her questions about it already in the past. When we went to California and saw Leah, we were having a really hard 3 months of her saying she didn't know if she was going to come at all, and it was just because she didn't want to leave her mom. And I get certain circumstances and things, and it's hard, but at the same time we were all committed to each other and made that commitment, so it was very hard
Money-wise,
to go through that.
stop
And now
forgetting about
it's
that.
with her not
I know, she's
committing
such a
to a
liar. I
ticket,
can't
it
stand
kind of
it.
has that same feeling to it. Are you
It-
really
you
gonna
read
come?
right through
Are
her
you
face,
really
though.
committing?
I think since we've met Roberta, there have been moments of doubts. Doubts about sending her money.
Right there.
Doubts if she's really committed to us. If I'm being honest, there's been a lot of excuses throughout the relationship of
Relationship.
not only
one thing.
communication, why she can't communicate, but why she can't do certain things.
Send her more money,
Why she
buy her
can't
another
get
phone.
papers to the immigration lawyer.
It's
Buy her a
coming
car.
to a head right now. You have to make a choice. You have to
Because
decide
it's
to
so obvious
book a
she's
flight and
using
leave, and it's not going to be easy for her. But that would just be devastating if she.
Devastating to who, asshole? Up there.
I don't even want to think about it. It hurts my heart to even consider.
Do you think she will?
It hurts my freaking
That's my
head.
hope, but I
try to
have
say that with a smile.
definitely have doubts. I would say I'm in the middle.
She's like,
I know Bert's a different person than I am, and her character's different. But if it was me, I would have booked the ticket the day my visa got approved, you know. I'm
Why?
like, let's
Because
book
America's
this.
so
I want
great.
to be there. Like, and so because I'm that way, I guess, you know, I project that onto her. Like, I don't understand fully why you are having such a hard time.
Because
Garrett and I want to go down there to just basically have that interaction. Be like, hey, we got to do this. Like, if God forbid she doesn't come,
I know.
Like, at that
It's so
point,
big, Kel.
like, it has to almost be over.
It has to be over.
I guess my biggest concern is for Garrick and Nielle's emotions, their boys, and their
they
whole
have
family.
kids.
That if Roberta decides
That's
she doesn't want to come or doesn't commit to coming, it would be very emotionally taxing on their whole family. It's not easy if you have kids or her and Garrick have a kid together,
And
like
her and
not
Garrick
being
have a
able
kid.
to have that support.
That reminds me, Garrett brought up trying for babies again.
This dude. Ew.
He's gonna try to have a baby with her,
With a
and
chick
it
that
doesn't
don't
even
wanna
seem
come
like
here.
she's fully committed.
No shit.
You have to wait until she's like here and committed. You're gonna try for a baby down there? That's nuts.
It is nuts. He's like,
I probably need to
"That's
talk to Garrett about that because
He's
I
like
don't feel
laughing
comfortable
and
with him trying
smiling and not
for
trying
babies
not to
again
freak
until
out.
she's here.
I think that's
nuts."
I don't even think that should be a question.
Right? Oh gosh.
Like if he does that and then Roberta doesn't
Extremely
wanna
slimy.
come, if he has a baby down there, then in a sense he's gonna want to
I'm
move
like
down
quite
there.
hurt
And then I feel like he's just being selfish.
He is selfish. Are you kidding me?
It's important for me to touch base with Garrick. I want to make sure we're on the same page going to Brazil
Never been.
and bring up these points like, yeah, why can't they just wait till she's here, you know?
I hope Roberta does come,
Why?
but I have my doubts for sure.
Coming up.
That would be very hard for you to be, you know, a
Go ahead,
father in
Garrett.
another
Say
country.
scumbag.
Be hard on your sons here, you know?
What do we wait 5 years to have kids?
No, you don't have kids with her. You fuck.
That's terrifying to me to hear him say that. Really. In my heart, I was like, what?
Yeah, and what exactly? What?
Live the women.
What exactly? See, this is the thing. We know that Bert's not coming here. We know that Bert is using them for the money that they've
Airline pilots.
never
Because it's
resolved the
profit when you're
goddamn
home.
thing. How are you just now getting on the same page about having kids with this freaking weirdo who's stealing all your money? It's obvious now that she's not coming here. And then it's also, she's like, oh, I would have jumped on the next plane ticket. Why? Because it isn't that great. It's not that great. And what, for that weirdo? Like, I don't even think she likes him. I'm convinced that she cries because she knows she has to go live with these weirdos. And wait, can she not have kids? I don't know. No, I think she can have kids. It's so weird. Like, and he still wants to have kids with her. And he's like, well, I just wouldn't see them half the year. And he goes, well, I wouldn't see my kids half the year. Like, he's so weird. All right, here's what Davis is. I'm obsessed with him. No, I'm sorry, the X. These are the ones I have to literally Google to see who's the first wife and second wife. You cannot tell.
Together?
For 2 years.
I like that about them.
No.
Last night, I went
Exactly,
on
money.
my date with Janae. Flew her in from Atlanta, see if she was a good fit for our family. Things didn't go exactly the way I planned them to go. Janae didn't fall into my arms and fall in love with the idea of this polygamous life. And so when it comes to trying to win Janae over and what that plan looks like, this is something that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
All like that.
How was the date?
I'm not mad at it.
Focus, babe. Focus.
That was the craziest date I've ever had in my life.
He tried to swindle her.
So I told y'all my plan
That's the
was
thing,
to
He
wait
like
to the end of the
literally
day.
is like, I'm just gonna have a baby with her. And he's like, what am I supposed to wait? Yeah, no, you're not supposed to wait. You're supposed to not have a kid. I know this guy does crack me up. I can't stand sweaty. I can't fucking stand it.
break the news or whatever. But
I know these guys crack
messed
me up,
that
man.
up because I asked
Me
her,
neither.
so what do you have going on in Atlanta now? And
It's
she
definitely
went
not
on to
about
explain.
holiday.
Correct. She went on to explain it and said, okay, what's up?
Every
with you?
single relationship started out as a marriage.
You got going on? You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this was not the plan. So I just kind of
Not
jumped
your plan.
into it.
I mean, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow regardless.
I was like, so you know the woman that I was in a long-term relationship and I was on the house with during that same time I met you. I also had met somebody else. Her name is India. Start talking about that.
Marcus first brought the idea of polygamy to me. We were just kind of having a regular conversation and started to just lay out what he thought. And Janae is just coming from a complete blank slate. If I put myself in Janae's exact shoes, for me to think I'm dating this single man and he has not one but two wives, I don't know how open I would be to that.
Everything I was saying, she was shutting down. She was just like immediately like, no, but you should have like, you know what I mean?
She was pissed.
In comparison to Janae's reaction, my reaction of Marcus bringing up polygamy is different because I've known Marcus for so long at the point that he did finally bring it up to me. I would say I expected it, but it was not a surprise to me.
Not them with this asshole.
How about this? I'm gonna leave you.
But hey,
right? Process this, sleep on this. I'm gonna book another flight for you in a couple of weeks. And you either get on that flight or don't get on that flight. I'm gonna book the flight. How do y'all feel about that?
It sounds like it was an exhausting night. Did she get to ask any more questions?
She never got to a point where I thought she would get, where she begins to say, okay, so how would this all work? Right? She never said that.
It's absolutely not.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt.
You should give her some time, and you
give her time.
In a sense, should still chase her if you really feel like there's a connection there. At least give it a try. You still put up the effort.
And we definitely need some more us time. I feel like if we can magnify what's already there in that regard, just as you weren't able to, she's not going to be able to just walk away from you.
Yeah, that would have to like,
why not?
10 years.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So you better do a lot of warning.
Next order of business is put them on Janae's
court. He is, right?
I don't know if she's gonna come around.
She's gonna
be honest
walk
with you, some of the things she
Why
said
not,
makes me
dude?
think there's absolutely
That
no way
great,
that she'd
you're
ever be involved in a dynamic like this. I'm hoping the charm and general connection between she and I changes that, but at this point, I really don't know where things are gonna go with us.
You got 2 wives, don't worry about it. You got 2. Don't worry about it. Sweating very low. Oh God. This house is huge, by the way.
What are you doing, Lightning?
My bedroom.
Hey, how's it going? How's coffee with your brother?
I guess they get away from
We haven't done that in a long time.
That's true. He's working a lot, huh?
Yeah. We're about to go to Brazil. We're actually going to see Roberta after such a long time and also get her ticket to come to the USA. But after having coffee with Sam, there were some things that he presented to me that I would definitely like to have a conversation with Garrick about.
You should have had this conversation years
Sam dodged a lot of good questions.
Oh.
Concerns about our trip to Brazil.
Oh, really?
Listen to this asshole.
Maybe we should sit down and talk for a little bit.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I don't care. Dude, she just rolled her eyes.
Are you excited for our trip?
I'm
so
excited, except for all the flying.
Yeah.
Are you getting excited?
Yeah, excited.
I thought of the Jordan too, not this one, but
yeah,
with Jordan too. But
I feel nervous about this trip.
Yeah, they're going to Brazil. Listen to the shit.
Because I know Garrick really misses Roberta, and so there's going to be a lot of emotion going on, and we have a lot of logical things to discuss.
Yeah, like you've been sending her money.
Sam had his concerns up.
This guy.
You know, you mentioned trying for babies again.
His hair makes me mad.
My brother was talking about it, and I guess I was just realizing it's probably not a good idea to try till she's here.
Speak up.
I mean, I feel like
tell this motherfucker you're not sticking your dick in her, Danielle.
I think
what the fuck is wrong with this girl, man?
give me more peace just to know like she's here with us, and you know we're a family.
Bottom line,
because
you're not getting her pregnant, or we're not going, asshole.
you know there are
Like,
fears and doubts.
I don't
that
see the
come,
problem
and
here.
I know Bert is dealing with her own fears
You
and
know what the
doubts.
problem is? She divorced him. That's right. And actually, Bert's more of his wife than this one. So I mean, yeah, she has really nothing to say about it.
You know about leaving mom and all that. So it would just be in my mind like, you know, better for all of us because I guess she got pregnant far away and how it could affect all of our family.
Everything.
I mean, I guess your brother's coming from the fear and the worry of she's not going to come.
She's not coming.
There's those doubts even in my mind. We don't know if she's gonna come here and book the ticket.
I can't.
And so I think to go into this trip thinking that it's a good idea to try for babies seems chaotic to me. If for some reason Bert didn't get here,
what would you do?
All that we've put into this, and then if she chose just to not come, that would be very hurtful.
Well, that's not logical. That's right.
That's where my concern comes in. Like, I know she's dealing with her own struggles, and.
But, I mean, okay, say worst case scenario is she doesn't.
Worst case scenario, she gets pregnant, she doesn't come here, you wasted all your goddamn money, and you go fly over there half the year. That is the worst case scenario.
Come.
Yeah.
Are we not still family?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, should she never have kids?
No.
You'd be okay with her having kids in Brazil?
I wouldn't like that.
He's going to go there and leave his kids.
Would I rather us start having kids?
But you'd be okay with the fact of her staying in Brazil and having babies there?
Well, so say the worst case scenario happens.
She never comes.
We're not going to quit being family.
Yeah, you are.
So,
different
what,
countries.
We wait 5 years to have kids?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm a little bit shocked by Garrick's response. There's so much going on. Like, if Roberta misses her visa cutoff.
Yes, he is.
Based on what our immigration lawyer told us, he's like minimum 5 years before.
At all, if ever.
Even have hopes of coming. And that's a slim chance. They're going to wonder why you didn't use your visa the first time. I guess that concerns me, that you would be okay with having kids in another country. Like, we wouldn't be a family. Like, that's the whole
that's not family.
reason we're living this way, right? To be a family.
Yep.
How would you be a father?
Yeah,
well, it wouldn't be easy. You know,
me too.
I wouldn't probably get to see him part of the year. You know?
But then you wouldn't get to see us part of the year either.
Danielle's very emotional about
you're an asshole.
Thought
I can't
of
stand it.
Kids in Brazil
I
or
don't know why she's
there,
shocked.
Our family being split apart, but at the same time we have to think of everything going on. And
What's
Roberta,
everything?
you know, she is my family.
How?
I know we really both want to have kids, at least 2 or 3.
But really, this trip's about getting her a ticket. It has to be sooner than 2 weeks from expiration of her visa. That we have to do it sooner than that because of all the unforeseens that could happen.
We have to make a plan what's best for the family, because it's not just about
her,
Bert. It's about all of us.
Your other kid. Yeah, he just rolled his eyes, looked at her, and he's like, "Fuck you, bitch. I ain't worried about you and my kids. I'm worried about Bert."
Be hard on your sons here,
I think that's something I talked to Bert too about.
Why? How?
That's terrifying to me to hear him say that. Really, in my heart, I was like, "What?"
No, I don't know. How are you shocked? He divorced you, remember?
To have children in another country and then you have a family here?
Wow.
Are you giving up your life with us? Like, to stay there?
Yes, Danielle. This was a year ago when he divorced you and married her.
Part of me too.
He tried to.
Of course.
She's like, of course. She's
have
she's a part of me too.
Responsibilities here. We can't just, certain things we can do from afar, but...
She's crying. Like,
that's a huge life-altering...
She cries all the time over this?
It's a huge life-altering thing to say.
Get out of here, man. Was it life-altering when he divorced you?
Children, but at what cost?
His cost, he doesn't care about you. Cost of this family, he doesn't care about. My God, man.
I'm emotionally overwhelmed.
You think? She's like having a nervous breakdown. You think he cares? He does not care.
Coming up, when I went to the Philippines.
She's legit having a nervous breakdown. She can't breathe. They can't even film her, and he doesn't care. And she's acting like she's shocked that that's how he feels. Get out of here, man. Oh. Thank God this is only 3 hours.
For me to energy to build back up.
What does it do? Film in the morning. I know.
We're all on the same page.
She doesn't want it. It's the same thing. It's like insane. She doesn't want it, and he doesn't care. He's rolling his eyes because she's calling him out on having a kid with this fucking weirdo. The chick's not going to get pregnant. We know that.
After the big weekend, this is something we definitely need to talk about.
The Davises.
think it was very insightful. We were able to ask her some questions about the potential of living together and what that would look like.
Really perfect.
It was nice to kind
For
of
each
hear
other.
from her. You know, I know she appreciated that time that you guys had together.
All of the decision of how our situation ends up, you know, it's some of it we kind of leave up to chance to decide, you know, just
That's
to
true. Yeah.
let itself determine.
You know, it hasn't been that long of a period of time, but Jenny moved in with us pretty quickly as well. So, you know.
Hey, Larja.
Between the three of us over the weekend, there was enough scenarios that came up that we really got to have a good idea of
See, this chick is perfect.
how well-rounded she is in
Potential therapist.
adjusting
Perfect.
to how we live. There have been women in the past who
But I
wanted
don't
to
know
get
why
with us
they wanna
but couldn't
force that.
just because of how we function. You know,
Yeah.
get with it. And that's not a bad thing, but
Right.
She could be wanting to do it, but
but we'll see if she's actually able or capable.
right.
I made a few attempts in the past at polygamy that just for various reasons didn't work out. Most of it, I think, was due to just the individuals not really being honest with themselves about how okay they were with this sort of arrangement.
Even with where we are with her right now, I feel as if it might not necessarily be too soon.
You don't think so?
What pace we go, I mean, that should be determined on the person that we meet, you know, and
how things naturally develop. Like how with Danielle, it definitely seemed like it was a similar pace.
just very natural.
He does.
Considering how Jenny come along, felt
I mean,
like a
if it
miracle
wasn't,
to have
I could tell.
Danielle
like,
come along.
If I couldn't see the age difference, I would be able to tell who's the first wife or second wife.
It feels like a miracle,
Yeah.
you know,
It is a
and so
miracle.
it's like, well, then it can happen, and it's not impossible for someone else to be able to come along and be a good fit.
It happened 3 times.
Yeah.
We can't say what happened.
I feel like we are on very solid ground with Danielle. I do believe that Danielle is doing this as something permanent that she really wants, and you know that's a real important thing.
There's got to be something.
We're solid on Danielle, right?
She
She got a spot. She got a spot set.
It has to have something.
And we're all in agreement that that's what we want for her
Yeah.
to be a part of our unit.
Yeah.
If Danielle was ready to move in with us right
Garrett,
now, I'd be ready for her to move in.
It's got to be because he has money. Because nobody wants her. Except for Danielle.
Right, it looks like a nice little restaurant.
It's really cute.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, check it out on it.
I'm sitting down to eat with my mom. She's visiting for a bit. We don't get to see each other a lot. And so
She
I'm
takes care of Nicole.
going to answer
I
some
remember that.
questions she's got today. I'm not sure my mom truly accepts the lifestyle. It's hard to find somebody open to it that's like not religious about it.
Well, maybe because they don't want to join a cult.
That part.
Right now, she doesn't actually know that Cydia and I have found someone that we've been dating for a few months. Or
know,
that
I think
Cydia's
it's
in the
in the
Philippines with her right now.
So how have you been back and forth with this one?
Pretty good. Where's Cydia today?
Again, sort
He's
of
in the
affair.
Philippines.
Yeah, what took him there?
First wife. Well, this one.
Cydia's
Second wife, but was
I never told
second
you.
wife now is first wife. But
So we've been
She
dating
was the mistress.
my friend Ariel for a few months.
we are
now.
dating my friend Ariel.
So a friend that you knew previously before Cydia?
Yeah, so I knew her, I've known her for 4 or 5 years now. And when I went to the Philippines on my work trip, remember that?
You met a wife?
I didn't know she was a wife then.
You met a wife?
She met her first. I think I knew that.
When Tasha told me that Cydia was in the Philippines, I was a little surprised. I knew he was traveling, but I was not aware of why. I just, assumed it was work. What I know about
What do
Tasha
they
and
do for a
Cydia's
living?
lifestyle is very
Did
minimal.
they just travel to the
Polygamy
Philippines and everything?
is something that I'm not interested in. I'm curious about it, but I also think that there's a lot of bad with the good.
I agree.
So, but we hung out a lot, and so I got to know her really well, and I've just talked to her.
Yeah, her mom cracks me
And
up.
so what made her be open to this?
She's known me and my lifestyle for so long, and
For
we've
how
talked
long? You
about
haven't
it,
even
so I
been there
think
that
it
long, huh?
just became appealing over time, like after talking
Appealing.
to me and seeing how
I don't
comfortable
get
I
it. He's
am
like,
to trust it.
he's not a big guy, this city.
So you brought her into the cult.
The cult.
It's not a cult.
That's how they grew them, Tasha.
A cult of 2, a cult of 3.
when Tasha was growing up, we did live in a family unit group. So I lived with my brother and his wife and their children. So I believe that polygamy is probably a lot
That is
similar
not
to the
the same
lifestyle
thing.
that Tasha grew up in. I really
That's not
think
the same
that was
thing.
where she got the core belief system that she
I
has.
lived with my
That's
family
what's
too. I lived with my grandma, I lived with my aunt, I lived with my uncle.
Ariel
All we lived with so.
So if this turns into like a wedding,
all the time.
Do you get married to her too?
No. City and we're married her, and we're not legally married.
Putting yourself on the back burner for somebody else.
Well, she spent months with us.
Not making people and like I am
and I get to be a
so
every
different.
single
Like,
day.
I hate anybody living here with us. Like me and my husband, we've had people live here. Like I made the mistake of having all my like every single one of my friends at homeless at one point living here. I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I could never do it. Like, oh no, not the same thing. Especially two wives.
I don't understand why they want.
Do you imagine somebody coming in your house and trying to run that shit?
To live in a polygamous
Not my
lifestyle.
kitchen.
When Tasha
Not my
first
house.
approached her dad and I about it and told us that this is what she was going to do, that she was going to look for another wife and she was going to allow her husband to go and, and do that. And they were very much so both comfortable with it. It took me a long time to wrap my head around it or even want to try to accept it. My biggest concern is
wrap your head around
to
it.
make
You
sure
don't
that
really have to do
his
that.
new relationship doesn't put his old relationships on the back burner. Because from the sounds of it, you guys are trying to build a relationship together with this young lady.
Yeah.
So if he continually goes to these things on his own, then, that's him building a relationship with her, not so much you all.
It's so much more of a give and take than it seems like.
My biggest concern
And
is
then
Tasha
raise
ends up
somebody
waking up
else's
one day
kids.
and she
No,
realizes
I'm not
that she
raising
did not
those
want to
kids.
make the decision
I
that
want
she
to raise my own. I'm not like.
until I'm proven
I'm
otherwise.
just not the wrong
Truly
person to ask
believe
about
that
this kind of
polygamy is a
shit.
cult. I
Because
believe it's
accept
one
it, I
man
don't care,
controlling
but,
another
like,
woman
not
and
for
another
me.
woman and another woman.
I could never now.
Dump joker.
Like, what's wrong with us? Like, what's wrong with us that, like, we're so, like, closed-minded? That, like, it's not even about that. Like, we're just, no, I don't know. It's hard for it.
Harley Quinn season finale Thursday.
I used to try to understand the Browns. It took me so long. Sister wives, so freaking long, right? And then finally, when I accept it, I find out I was right the whole time. Like, and they're all leaving.
Now what? Renovating a
I was
home?
like, oh, well,
Well,
I was right the whole time. So, excuse me, like.
And there still is this undeniable connection and vibe between the two of us. And so, obviously, for me, with her being uneasy before, I immediately want to pitch to her to get together with Taryn and India. Maybe they can sell the case better than I can.
This chick's not changing her mind.
Give you an opportunity face to face to kind of tell me how you felt a little bit after you left before. You know what I mean?
He's all like,
I mean, when we spoke initially when I first left, and I told you it was some BS. And that it was kind of, crazy for you to bring me here and say it that way.
She did come back?
I guess I'm not as upset anymore. It just is what it is, right?
I was like, Cody's cool. Seriously, by the time they made it to Vegas, I was like, that is the perfect sub. Why not have a bunch of houses that are right next to each other? Like, it's perfect. All the kids are there, no driving time. He could go from house to house. Then they move it off. I feel like, and then Christine said she wasn't happy the entire time she was in the Vegas in the cul-de-sac. So if she wasn't happy then, she was never gonna be happy, and that makes me sad for Christine. I'm really glad she's not with him anymore, but I was so shocked. It was so obvious. Robin wanted him the whole time, and he wanted Robin.
Enough to not completely shut you out as a person.
He's the one that cheated on his wife. And they just blamed it on this way. It just by default became this situation.
But the good part for me when I hear you say that, it's like, maybe this could go somewhere. And I'm looking forward to you being in Florida then, you know what I mean? Is that what am I picking up what you putting down?
I mean,
am I hearing it right, I should say?
We're here. Let's just be here.
Said that same time like you said. Appreciate you.
Click that check.
To hear you say that face to face.
Get me on this goddamn show and embarrass me like this. I'm getting paid.
It's probably important sooner rather than later that I probably introduce you to that.
I think it's important to find out how y'all think, if you even like them.
I mean, but I'm not so necessarily sold on this situation. I don't even know enough to even I haven't even concerned myself with it.
That's my point.
Just like it being me and you.
Well, honey, it ain't you and him.
I don't know.
He's married.
This is another world, so it's a little harder for me.
Do you have any sisters? You do? How many sisters?
Yeah, and I'm not parent.
Two?
What's happening with
Anything. So you have a sister relationship. It doesn't, I mean, why?
You will not
It's the same
equate
thing.
my bloodline. Let me hear how you think this affects them having to share you.
It affects them. I'm not gonna say every day, but it does affect them. The jealousy is a
See,
natural
if it
thing. So
affected me
naturally,
once,
there
I
are
would do it.
jealous moments and stuff like that.
Like,
Then
no.
I imagine, and I think about sometimes what may be going through their head.
I
They
know.
will tell me.
Exactly. At least they're
She needs
honest.
some, like,
That's
we
why I
just
can't
went
even
out
like
to
be
tonight
mad
because she
at
had
these
a bad
people.
day, you know what I mean? They support.
I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at them. They're all honest about it. I just want, as long as the women are cool with it.
You now have
I
multiple
just can't
people
wrap my head
who are checking for you, got your back, looking out for you. You know what I mean? So the support behind it, if nothing else. Let me tell you, I never even imagined it. You know what I mean? It's pretty dope.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I can't even wrap my mind.
Listen, that's why I want you to meet them. You can ask them. They can tell you better what they think about and what they feel. You know what I mean? Than I can.
Well, they got ripped into it and cheated. You know.
I understand your concerns, and that's again why some of the things you're saying, I feel like it would help to hear their point of view on it. You know what I'm saying?
It just happened.
I'm not agreeing to it, but
I think I'm lower than this guy.
okay. Set it up. We can go hang out. Marcus gave me a bunch of selling points, and I'm not even sold on this whole situation, but meeting his wives, it might be interesting to meet them to be able to kind of get in their head. So maybe hearing both sides could kind of like, more than anything, it's just interesting. So I'm just like, yeah, maybe it's always something extra. Always a hidden agenda with Marcus.
I feel like I don't bring people to them that I don't feel like they would like or get along with.
How many people do you introduce to them?
Right.
How many people have I introduced to them?
Yeah.
2.
That's not that many.
Rena is this other woman that I'm dating too.
Wait. She's like, what? She's like, you got a 4. I had a fast food commercial. I want to talk to Kim Plath, man. Plathville. 2-hour season finale last night. I cannot wait. If you're going to watch it with me in the morning, Kel, I'll wait for you. She's curious.
You'll love the deals. You'll love Burlington.
Curious, and she wants a paycheck for bringing her on this damn show and embarrassing her like this. Oh, Daniel, I can't stand it. 5 minutes.
Sundays at 9. Catch up now before the shocking series finale. Binge full episodes now on demand in the TNT app.
I'm married. I can't stand it. His house is huge. This house he built is huge. I hope Daniel thinks about everything from him.
We got a few minutes here, but.
Twitter about Brazil.
Nervous. Nervous and excited. Both.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I just hope it's God meets us,
Very
blesses
scary.
us, gives
Like,
peace
they
to
look like
some
brother and
emotional talks, and
They must be twin
that
flames.
we all can
I
leave
wonder if she hates him.
unified
He's still a
and
piece of
with a
crap.
ticket booked.
We are having a call with Roberta today to just touch base about
It
things
is painful to watch her try to
kind
smile.
of get a gauge of how things are going to be for our trip down to Brazil.
To try to smile.
The
It's
same
painful for
things that
her.
Sam and I talked about, I still have those concerns. And
Her
I,
eyes
at this
tell
moment, am
everything.
feeling like Garrick is not on the same page
Yes,
as me.
thank you.
So this call
Ding,
with
ding,
Roberta
ding,
is
ding,
important
ding.
today because I want to make sure we're all moving forward to get her here and like have a plan.
None of them want to fucking learn the other language.
Oi, amor.
Oh, it's good to see your face.
Sadajis.
I miss you. Oh,
I can't wait to see you.
she wants.
Excited.
Yeah.
Bring me gifts. Bring me gifts. Bring me money.
I really hope we can see Mom once we get down there.
Why?
A little over a year ago, we met Roberta's mom in Mexico because she didn't have a K-1 visa at the time.
to
She's
be
not
able to
your
come to
mom,
America.
though. Like,
So we had to
this-
meet her in Mexico.
Sim, vai ser muito importante para nós que vocês todos a vejam,
Oh,
porque também precisamos ter uma conversa.
one moment.
Trying to talk.
Sorry.
Ok. Sim, realmente vai ser
Oh,
muito especial.
oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Would you like?
She doesn't speak English at all.
Sim, realmente vai ser muito especial.
One moment.
Who is really going to be very special for everyone to see Mom. So it's been many years that you're going to be fine, and she's very
That's not
excited
what
for
she said.
everyone.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Love,
That's not what
I
she
also
said.
wanted to talk over things with you and Mom about us booking the ticket when we're there.
Based
She's
on
not
what we've
coming,
went through with Roberta
asshole.
in the past, I do have some apprehensions that Mom is not going to take this in the best
Mom,
way.
why are you calling
I
that
think
woman's mother, Mom?
Roberta is all she has,
So weird.
and making that decision is
So
not going to be
weird.
easy. Like, okay, I have to let my daughter go.
Y'all knew this 3 years ago, so.
It really will be a very special moment.
This
If
thing
we
does
can
not
get everyone
translate right.
connected, it will be a bad time. So as you are confirmed, we will have this conversation together with the mother.
I'm so happy that we finally
That is
got to see you again, face to
He's
face.
crying.
See and
He's
hear
crying.
your voice, see your beautiful smile and eyes, and I'm so excited to finally see you again.
Shut
and
up.
I love you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in
Liar.
a few short days.
That's what I think Roberta's going on. And this idiot's crying. This idiot's crying.
Me too.
Blubbering mess. Danielle's laughing. Roberta's laughing.
Bye, love.
She looks like a 5-year-old. He's disgusting.
I think I'm feeling fully reassured by this call.
Danielle's like,
Maybe
I'm
I'm
not
pessimistic. I hope not, but I want to think the best of what I do.
You want to think the best of her. Why would you want to think the best of her? She fucked her husband. That makes no sense. Does that make any sense? You want to think the best of somebody that screws your husband?
Next time on Seeking Sister Life.
So you went to the lot this morning?
They were actually there putting the signing up today. I'm ready to ask April to move in with us.
Oh, God.
So it's all dating the same.
Yeah, okay, that one's over. I can't take it anymore. Seriously. It's getting hot here. Yeah, no, I don't think so. This bird chick, she's not coming. She can't come. She can't come. All right. So tomorrow morning, yeah, this is a placement thing. I can't stand not having my phone. We'll do Plathville in the morning, Cal. I will get a hold of you on that other number that I gave you on Instagram. And everybody else, like, comment, subscribe. That was Seeking Sister Wife. That was my live reactions. It's getting really hot in here, so. Like, any comments. I can't stand Garrick. Oh my God, I can't take it. I can't take it. But I will be back to do Plathville tomorrow, and tomorrow's Thursday, right? I can't remember. I don't know. It's tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, Plathville tomorrow. And maybe Beverly Hills. We'll see. But, all right, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.